All right, Shalom. Shalom, giving all praises, glory, and honors unto Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shem Dash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that rule and teach well. Peace and blessings to the 144,000, the rest of the hopeful elects, which is Hiram GMS Atlanta. Back with another video of GMS, News and Prophecy. And this article here is from Fortune.com. And this is the major news all across the country. There was an earthquake in New York this morning. And it was unheard of. Right? It's very rare. So it says, I noticed the door trembling on its frame. NYC shaken by one of the largest earthquakes since World War II. All right, and everyone in the New York area could feel it, even in New Jersey. Okay, even the apostles felt the earthquake. All right, and the other brothers, the different brothers felt that quake. Even some of my family members in New York, they were reporting that they felt the quake this morning. So this is of course the spirit of Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua working in the earth. And I said this on the video earlier this week about the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua visiting the earth with earthquakes. So this is just another manifestation of the end. Okay? So I'm going to read this. It says, an earthquake shook the densely populated New York City metropolitan area Friday morning, the U.S. Geological Survey said, with residents across the Northeast reporting rumbling in a region where people are unaccustomed to feeling the ground move. The agency reported a quake with the preliminary magnitude of 4.8 centered near Lebanon, New Jersey, or about 45 miles west of New York City and 50 miles north of Philadelphia. The USGS figures indicated that the quake might have been felt by more than 42 million people. Okay? Now, I just did the video yesterday dealing with the alignment of the planets yesterday, okay, which took place April 4th, 2024, so that's 4/4/24. Today's date is 4/5, April 5th, 2024. So here it is. Yesterday you had the planets line up, and then this morning, New York is hit with an earthquake. Okay, so that's spiritual, right? And this is also spiritual, that the magnitude of 4.8 is also equivalent to the numbers of the same date that the next total solar eclipse, the so-called Great American Eclipse, or the Great Babylon, the Great Eclipse, it's going to happen on 4/8/2024 or April 8th, 2024. So it's signs everywhere. It's signs that something is definitely about to happen to America. All right, and starting with New York City, because New York City is the unofficial spiritual capital of this country. Okay. Of course, we know the official capital is D.C. All right. But spiritually, New York has a heavy influence over the U.S. So it says the fire department of New York said there were no initial reports of damage. New York Mayor Eric Adams had been briefed on the quake, his spokesperson Fabian Levy said, adding, "While we do not have any reports of major impacts at this time, we're still assessing the impact." In Midtown Manhattan, the usual cacophony of traffic grew louder as motorists blared their horns on momentarily shuddering streets. Some Brooklyn residents heard a booming sound and their building shaking. In an apartment house in Manhattan's East Village, a resident from more earthquake-prone California calmed nervous neighbors. At a coffee shop in Lower Manhattan, customers buzzed over the unexpected earthquake, which rattled dishware and shook the concrete counter. "I noticed the door trembling on its frame," said India Hayes, a barista. "I thought surely there shouldn't be an earthquake here." And see, that's the spirit. The Lord said that there was going to be earthquakes in diverse places. So now let me give a few scriptures. Okay? Matthew, the 24th chapter. Alright, so this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. I'll get straight to the point. "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." So there's definitely, you know, I did a video on the earthquake earlier in Taiwan, and now you have this earthquake here in New York, plus the planetary alignment, plus you just had the eclipse, the lunar eclipse happened last week, and now we got this week coming up. We got the solar eclipse that's gonna make the crossing out the path of the eclipse is gonna form the X or the Tha character of the Hebrew alphabet, which is the crossing out of this country, man. You know, meaning that the Lord is speaking. Matthew 24:8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Okay? Let me go to another scripture, Isaiah 29. I brought this out on the last earthquake video. Isaiah 29:6. It says, "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts," which is the name Yahweh, the Lord Yahweh of armies, the hosts, the heavenly hosts, the heavenly armies, "with thunder and with earthquake." So earthquake is the manner in which the Lord will visit. "And great noise." They heard the booming sounds, right? You know, the moving of the fault lines. "With storm and tempest and a flame of devouring fire." So these are all the different ways the Lord is visiting. All right? And a major way is this earthquake. All right? Now I want to go to the Apocrypha. Okay? All right? And I want to get to the book of, and I always bring this out, but, and like I said, man, these prophecies are just popping off the page, popping off the screen. Okay? And I always bring this out. This is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 9. I start at the top. "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before," so we're definitely supposed to be measuring these times, "then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." So Ezra and Isaiah are saying the same thing, visiting the Most High, visiting the world, okay? "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes," all right, "and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. The end is manifest, man. And we can't make this any more clear. Years ago, after the Israelites exploded on YouTube, and you had the different camps go on the street corners and teach, and brothers started teaching his word. It seemed like, to a lot of people, to most people, it seemed like we were just a bunch of crazy, Negroes wearing sheets and yelling at people on the street. If you understood what we were saying and bringing out, all right, and I'll speak on behalf of Great Millstone, when you pay attention to what we were saying, we were bringing out the prophecies. But people were scoffing and arguing us up and down about what we were saying was wrong and slandering us. But then now, as the years and the days have gone by, we're seeing that what we're saying is true. What we've been saying, GMS has been saying, is true. From the MOTB being the micro C-hip, to these earthquakes and these riots and protests around the world, to World War III, all these things GMS has gotten right. Not because we are, the superior minds of the, we just woke up one day and we just got it. No, it's because the Spirit of the Most High, Yahweh Shai, rested upon his prophets, his servants, his men. And it just so happens to be Great Millstone. Somebody has to be the men that get the teaching and the doctrine right. All we're telling the other Israelite groups is to get the doctrine and get the teaching right. That's all. They teach, but they ain't got it right. But these are the things that are manifesting. Okay? The end is manifest, man. All these earthquakes, that are happening. Okay? These signs in the heavens, these alignments of the planets and things. And it's just 4 planets, but I believe there's going to be another alignment of the planets. Let me see. Fully during the time of the eclipse. Right, and then on April 8th, there's going to be a full planetary alignment. All right? All 8 planets are going to align on April 8th. So there's more signs to come. So as Yahweh Shai said, matter of fact, let me get what Yahweh Shai himself said. And then I'll end. Okay? Go on. See, watch. Pray, right? Yep, this is Mark chapter 13, another very prophetic chapter, which pretty much says the same thing of which pretty much says the same thing that Matthew 24 and Luke 21 say. But let me read this in Mark 13:23. It says, "But take ye heed, behold, I have foretold you all things." So this is what Yahweh Shai said. He's foretold you all these things. Okay? Now I'm going to jump down to verse 33. All right, once again. "Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is." So with that, praises go to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kodash. As always, double honor to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Once again, shalom to the 144,000, the rest of hopeful elect. watch and pray. So next time I'll say shalom.